Good evening. This is Michael Zuspin joining you live on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf for tonight's high school boys basketball game between your Wahama White Falcons and the visitors, the Southern Tornadoes. It's a packed house, the best crowd we've had, and also along with us is Tom Hunter. Tom, Wahama versus Southern doesn't get any better than this.
It's a great Bend area rivalry, formerly conference mates in the Tri-Valley Conference. Of course, Wahama departing the Ohio-based league, coming back to the Little Canal Conference a few years back. But they have maintained those close rivalries across the river with Racine Southern and Reedsville Eastern. And this Southern Tornadoes team, a very impressive ball club right now in Southeast Ohio Prep Hoops. 13-2 on the season. Jeff Caldwell's ball club presents a very formidable test tonight for Billy Zuspin's White Falcons.
And how about this? The other night they clinch the TVC Hawking. They blow out Federal Hawkins 70-34. And you've got two guys hit 1,000 points in the same night in Andre Chandler and Reed Brenniger. That's special.
Yeah, Chandler, a senior point guard. Brenniger is a generational, once in a generational player at Southern. Is really one of the more talented juniors in all of Southern Ohio in prep basketball. And Brenniger eclipsing that 1,000-point mark as a junior the other night. Again, sharing the spotlight with the senior. Very rare for two players to achieve such a milestone in a single game, and on top of it, clinch a league championship with nearly a quarter of the season left to play. That tells you how impressive this run has been for Jeff Caldwell's Tornadoes this season.
Got Senior Day going on behind us. It's active here at Gary Clark Court. It's been a year of milestones for the Tornadoes. Coach Jeff Caldwell became the winningest coach in program history earlier this season, so a lot to smile about. We talked about a few different things ahead of the action. Here he is, Jeff Caldwell.
Good evening. We're here with
defense to we'll get them queued up. There we go. Jeff Caldwell, Southern boys basketball coach. Make sure we get that. What's the mindset you have to? All right, Colton, you've been Pregame with Coach Jeff Caldwell. How much of a relief is it to have the TVC Hawking wrapped up, and what's your mindset for the rest of the regular season?
Well, it was a big deal to get that taken care of because we did have two more league games and both were on the road, so to get that at home was big. So that's a good thing for our guys, but we know like tonight is a big game for us. You know, at Wahama, it's always a big game. You know, a little rivalry across the river here, and so we look forward to this game as well. Every game is still a big game. We tell our guys we have to approach every game like it's a big game, and that's what we'll do tonight.
You look at the course of this series, there's been a ton of close games. What do you think when Wahama versus Southern comes to mind?
It just hard-fought basketball, both teams wanting to win. Usually, most of the time, both teams have been good teams, too. You know, we've had our down years at times, too. But, you know, even when our record for us is not as good, it seems like the game against Wahama is good, and it might be vice versa. You know, so we look at it as a big challenge, especially come on Saturday night, and I know it's their senior night, and it should be a really good crowd.
What do you see as far as you guys defensively trying to slow down Cyrus Rickard, Cooper Roush, the two winged players for the White Falcons?
Well, we've told the guys, you know, they're one of the best offensive teams. You know, they have some talent, some good offensive players, so it has to be a team effort. You know, we put a lot of stock into matchups, but then also, you know, other people got to be able to step up and guard them at times, you know, because we do switch some things here and there. But, you know, it's just going to be a group effort. Going to have good help side defense and all those things, and hopefully keep them off the boards, too. We have to have a little bit of a size advantage on us, so we got to do a good job there.
Have you ever had two guys hit 1,000 points in the same night before?
No, sir. that's my first time having two guys in the same season, let alone in the same game. Just kind of started seeming like it was going to end up that way, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it sure did. And I don't know, a lot of people were asking, is that something that's never been done before? I'm sure it's been done somewhere, but I haven't heard of it. But two guys doing it on the same night. But it was an exciting night for both of those guys, but hopefully we told them today, we got to move on, on to the next game, and so I think hopefully our guys are ready for the challenge tonight.
That is Southern head boys basketball coach Jeff Caldwell. We are 20 minutes away from tip-off here at Gary Clark Court. Your Wahama White Falcons taking on the Tornadoes. We're back after a quick break on WJEH.
As the Wahama White Falcons hit the court this season, Bob's Market and Greenhouses would like to wish the entire team, coaches, and fans the very best of luck. From tip-off to the final buzzer, we're cheering for your hard work, teamwork, and school spirit all season long. Stop by Bob's Market and Greenhouses, proudly serving Mason, West Virginia, Gallipolis, and Belpre, Ohio. And remember, whether it's on the court or in the garden, great things grow with dedication. Good luck, Wahama. From all of us at Bob's Market and Greenhouses, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
At Farmers Bank, when we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. When we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We stay for the long haul, through the ups and downs. We stay for the good of businesses well built, families well loved, lives well lived. Every day, and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank. Stay for good.
Affordable and full of possibilities. Here, you are a part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. There's new energy at Rio, with fresh traditions and opportunities taking shape every day. Discover what's possible at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. Learn more at rio.edu. That's rio.edu.
To upgrade your home with a comfortable new setup, stop by Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Main Street Furniture and Flooring offers a wide selection of premium sofas, recliners, mattresses, and more. And if you're looking to renovate from the ground up, Main Street sells and installs quality carpet and flooring products. Call 740-691-5125 for more information. Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
And we're back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. Michael Zuspin here alongside Tom Hunter, as tonight's game is brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Wahama comes into the contest at 7-4, fresh off of a 64-47 victory at St. Mary's. This is a team, they've had some ups and downs, a couple of victories over Ravenswood. You fell to Wharton County a few days ago. Billy Zuspin's group really could use a big statement victory over a quality opponent today in the Tornadoes.
Yeah, and you've got to look tonight for a big effort from Cyrus Rickard and Aiden Young, really powering that offensive attack for Wahama. And on the defensive end, they've really got to crack down on shutting down this Hustling Tornadoes group that likes to run a lot of transition, loves to run the floor, likes to create opportunities off of turnovers. Defensively, this Wahama team has to be ready for this attack that Southern brings tonight.
Yeah, there really could be a lot of speed out there on the floor today. As you look at Wahama's wing players, Cyrus, Rickard, Cooper, Roush, those two like to get up and down. Rickard averaging 18.7 points per contest. It was his brother last year as the leading scorer, and he's really stepped into those shoes nicely this year.
Yeah, he has stepped into those shoes very nicely this year, and also you got to look at the guard play from Trace Simpkins as well. You know, I think we focus so much on talking about Young and Rickard and where they are on things. I think Simpkins has an opportunity to really step up and play a big part here tonight for the White Falcons.
The 5'11 junior averaging 6.4 points per contest this season, 1.5 steals. As we talked with head coach Billy Zuspin pre-game, got his scout on the Tornadoes. Also talked about that game against St. Mary's. It was back and forth early, just a 4-point game at the half, and then he called a timeout, focused the team, and from there they clamped down, gave up just 19 second half points, and that's where the conversation starts. Here at pregame with head coach Billy Zuspin. During the game the other night at St. Mary's, it seemed like in the third quarter there was a key turning point, especially defensively. What did you see from your team after that timeout that you took?
Well, just seen we finally just kind of answered the call to defense. I thought we come out again just a little slow defensively. We let them have 20 points in the first quarter. We said, guys, they're on pace for 80 here. We can't do that. But, they finished the game with 47. That's our goal, is to try.
Apologize there. We jumped off the air with the audio for a second. We go back to the interview with head coach Billy Zuspin. We'll start it from the top. Here at pregame with head coach Billy Zuspin. During the game the other night at St. Mary's, it seemed like in the third quarter there was a key turning point, especially defensively. What did you see from your team after that timeout that you took?
Well, just seen we finally just kind of answered the call to defense. I thought we come out again just a little slow defensively. We let them have 20 points in the first quarter. We said, guys, they're on pace for 80 here. We can't do that. But they finished the game with 47. That's our goal, is to try to. Our defensive goal is to hold a team under 50 and under. We've done that, so we only gave up 27 the next three quarters. So I was really happy with the response that they had from a defensive standpoint.
So you see the turnout here today. Wahama, St. Mary's. There's been a lot of good games over the years. What comes to mind with this rivalry?
This goes back a long way. Two very local schools, they're 20 minutes apart. A lot of these boys, grow up playing in summer leagues together, whether it's basketball, baseball, football, different things like that. Got a lot of friendship on both sides of the river. So it's always been a we got a lot of respect for Southern. They're a rich heritage. Coach Caldwell does a super job. They got a really good squad, but expect a good game tonight.
And it's a quality opponent. They're 13-2, champions of their own division.
Yes.
What do you see on tape with some of the talented players that they have?
They are loaded with talent, especially Reed, and then Andre, 4-year starting point guard. Those are rare, but they got a lot of team. Not just those two extreme great players, but they got a lot of guys around them that can all shoot the three ball. They can all score at three levels. They're going to bring good defense, so we got to be ready. We got to be on top of our game. Hopefully give them a battle and hopefully come out with a home win tonight.
What are some things you can do against a guy like Brenniger that has the ability to stretch the floor? He's good inside, outside as well.
I think you gotta do your best to just D him up, know what you're willing to die with, and try to take away some of the things that you think you don't want to give up, things like that. We got to keep them out of the paint, got to keep them off the boards. So we got to do a really good job defensively on a guy like that.
Wahama versus Southern on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. That is Coach Zuspin. Thank you, sir. Good luck
today.
Michael.
Appreciate you.
Back at Gary Clark Court, Tom Hunter, Michael Zuspin with you on WMO or WJEH rather. We're going to take a break here in pregame coverage as we get ready with coverage of tonight's Southern Wahama boys basketball game on WJEH and WOWK+. Keep it right here.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen-Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Hogg & Zuspin, located in Mason, West Virginia and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hogg & Zuspin has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hogg & Zuspin, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
And we're back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. Michael Zuspin here alongside Tom Hunter. We've still got about 10 minutes left until tip-off, as we'll take a little bit deeper dive into tonight's game and go over some of the players. Number 24, Case Nelson, a senior for Southern, is averaging 7.8 points per contest. When you've got a dominant point guard, a dominant big man like Breniger and Chandler, you've got to provide outside playmaking and other options, and Nelson, one of the good players on this squad.
Yeah, Nelson's really done an outstanding job of taking a lot of the load off of Chandler and Breniger when teams tend to key on those big scorers in that Southern lineup. Nelson being able to pick up a lot of the slack. He has a good shot from the outside, can handle the ball really well, and does a great job with this Tornadoes offense.
And to the point guard Chandler's credit, he's got 5.1 assists per contest. Does a good job getting his teammates involved. And then Jake Wickline, multi-sport guy, a senior, 6 points per contest, and a really good football player as well. Gives this team some toughness, some athleticism.
Yeah, Wickline has a body that he can bang around and get rebounds. He's a scrapper. And again, multi-sport athlete, very talented, and brings a lot of depth to this starting five in terms of being able to take some of the load off the scorers and be able to, on the glass, clean up, get some rebounds, distribute the ball, plays very good defense. It's really a good all-around player for Jeff Caldwell.
Southern, a team that is 8-0 in the league this year. They're coached by Jeff Caldwell, a guy that could hoop himself. He played at Marietta College, a previous Beaver Eastern coach, so a guy that knows what he's doing. A lot of continuity there in Racine.
Yeah, Jeff Caldwell started his career at Reidsville Eastern, transferred over to Southern, finished a stellar high school career playing for Howie Caldwell at Southern High School, and of course moving on to Marietta. And in his coaching ranks, obviously the stint at Beaver Eastern, coming back home to Southern, taking the job at Southern High School, and in 19 seasons eclipsing the 225 win mark earlier this season, establishing the all-time career victories total for a coach in the storied history of Southern high school basketball.
And then you turn the page, you look at Wahama, team 7-4. They got an important stretch here. They'll play at Wirt County on Monday. By the way, you'll be here on Monday calling Point Pleasant at Wahama, Gary Clark Court, the venue, of course, for the rivalry clash. Tom Hunter on the call. We've got girls basketball as the Wahama boys go to Wirt County. But it's all about heating up at the right time. You've got a great opportunity to do it with this many challenges in a short stretch.
This would be a nice one if Wahama can get this one tonight, because it's a very impressive Southern ball club. This would be a nice little resume piece for them in terms of where they see themselves at the end of the season on determining the success of this 2025-26 White Falcon basketball campaign. You look at their last 10, they're 7-4 overall. They're 6-4 in their last 10. Their last loss, of course, coming on last Monday night against Wirt here, 90-57. But in the last 3, wins over St. Mary's, wins over Ravenswood, a loss to Wirt in the middle, looking to try to bounce back with another victory tonight here against Southern.
Going to be an important matchup inside Charlie Long and Reed Brenniger, as Long stands at 6'6", Brenniger 6'5". Charlie coming off of a 16-point performance against the Blue Devils the other night.
Yeah, Charlie doing an outstanding job in that matchup for Wahama, and it's going to be interesting to see the matchups, particularly how Wahama matches up against Brenniger. You're going to see where they're going to want to swing a double team over on Brenniger or over on Chandler when they get the ball. So it'll be interesting up around the elbow on that, on the defensive end for Wahama, how they manage that from a defensive standpoint. They're going to have a little bit of a man look, but you're going to have a little bit of a zone matchup look with those two key scorers to try to shut things down and try to prevent anything from happening on the backside, giving up easy buckets underneath the Southern.
Just over 5 minutes left until the start of the ball game here at Gary Clark Court. Wahama hosting Southern. We've got Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. We'll have the ball game on WMOV. Tom, who do you like?
I am going with the Buckeye, who's playing for the team from the Northwest, Jackson Smith-Njigba, the Ohio State standout who's had an incredible season for the Seattle Seahawks at the wide receiver position. I like Mike Vrabel, but it's hard for me to root for the Patriots. I got to take the Seahawks in this one.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I think I'm right there with you. Seahawks close, as the River City's Colton Jeffries sits to the right of us wearing a Patriots uniform.
He's wearing a Vrabel jersey. Yeah, exactly. He's wearing a Vrabel jersey. I mean, you come in, I say, it's clear, obviously, who you've got in the game tomorrow.
And to think, we put him on our station. That is what it is. As we'll take it to another break, just over 4 minutes left until the start of the ball game.
Hog & Zuspin, located in Mason, West Virginia, and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hog & Zuspin has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hog & Zuspin, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Point Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Will start, as will number 24, Case Nelson. Number 32, that is Reed Brenniger. As the lights will go dim here at Gary Clark Court, and the spotlights come on in each corner. Wearing number 1 as Wahama will wear white on white uniforms. Number 4, Cyrus Rickard will jog across the court, a junior. And there he is, number 10. It is Cooper Roush for the White Falcons, a sophomore. And number 5, Trace Simpkins. Starting lineup as well, number 32, the big man. We talked about him earlier, fresh off of a 16-point performance from Charlie Long. And the other Tornadoes starter, we missed him, is number 4. It's Lane Edwards, a 6-foot junior. Charlie Long is in the middle of the White Falcon, across from Brenniger, preparing for the tip-off. It's a packed house, both cheerleading crews on hand. It's controlled by the Tornadoes. Chandler will walk it across the timeline. We're underway. Here's a zone out of the gates for Wahama. A little 3-2 with Roush and Rickard at the wing. Southern goes down the baseline. It doesn't matter. They finish at the cup with Brenniger as Wahama will take it into the front court. Here is Cyrus Rickard driving right side. Wickline cuts him off. He'll spin into the paint, kicks it out to Simpkins. Simpkins goes into the corner. Young up top to Long. He'll hand it right back to him. 2-0 Southern, 40 seconds gone. Spinning into the paint was Young. He missed the runner And the board controlled by the Tornadoes. Here comes Wickline. He'll find Brenniger. Brenniger to the corner as Chandler hop steps into the paint. Long stole it as he stood his ground, went straight up and down. Here comes Roush through traffic. A foul's called. It's a charge as was taken by Wickline. So Roush called for the personal. First foul either way. .6:57 first quarter action. The referees will get a piece of trash off the hardwood. And JV before this, Wahama won it close. As Chandler will call out the set. Wahama typically a man-to-man team, so interesting to see them here in the zone as Southern pass to Brenniger up the right side. It's out of bounds off of Wahama. Box set, Chandler goes far side. Edwards entry pass went off of a White Falcon foot. So 2-0 Tornadoes off the kick ball. Southern inbounds to the far corner. Brenniger hoists a three. It's off as Roush will take down the rebound, pushes the tempo. Goes to Rickard. Rickard drives right side, physically backs down Wickline and finishes.
Nice job by Cyrus taking it to the hole that time.
Tied up 2-2, 6:23 and ticking first quarter action. Chandler, one bounce goes near side corner. It's skipped across the court. They find Elaine Edwards, who goes to Chandler. Chandler spins, lost it for a second. Plays hot potato with Wickline, and he'll drain a corner three. Andre Chandler, 14 points per game, had 25 against Federal Hockey. And picking up where he left off, it's 5-2 Southern. Top key, Rickard into the hands of Long. Long over to Aiden Young as Charlie filters to the block. Got both sides of the gym making noise. Simpkins in front of the bench, and it's taken. Just stolen there by Case Nelson. Up the court, Chandler will dish to the corner. Up fake for Edwards. Edwards blocked by Young. Brenniger there for the putback, and he's got 4 quick points.
Nice job by Brenniger being in the right place at the right time to go up strong, get the rebound, and get the putback.
7-2 Southern. Chandler poked it loose from Roush. It went out of bounds. It's Wahama basketball as Rickard will toss it in. Coach Zuspin calls out the set. Roush flashes to the ball as Rickard surveys, getting deep in the count, and it's a turnover. Hit 5. 5-second violation.
Nice job by Southern forcing the violation there, and what they're doing, Michael, is doing a good job forcing these guys back off the perimeter, not giving them a chance to set and swing and set up three-point opportunities here early with the good defense.
Simpkins guards Brenniger. They'll bounce it up top. It's scooped over to Jake Wickline. He goes far side. Nelson gets it back. Here's Wickline driving. Right-hand floater strong. And a soft tip back in by Reed Brenniger. Another offensive rebound. Averages 8.8 boards per night. Here comes Cyrus Rickard. Off a Roush screen, cut off by Chandler. Gives it off to Trace Simpkins. As Roush will set back with Cyrus. 9-2 Southern. 4.5 and winding first quarter action. As Rickard is guarded by Brenniger. And Billy Zuspin going to grab a timeout as the White Falcons flummoxed early, down 9-2. We're back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, Go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
Team news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Left-handed layup from Charlie Long as he hit the spin move and finished. 9-4 goes the score. Here's Case Nelson set in with the point guard Chandler. The White Falcons staying in a 3-2 defense. Breniger takes one bounce and a short corner jump shot. Misses from 8 feet. Here comes Cyrus Rickard. Half the first quarter gone. Pushes to the corner with Aiden Young. Young dribbles through the legs as he goes to Cooper Roush. Chandler on the basketball. They weave a couple times. All 5 around the perimeter at the moment, trying to clear space, but Southern with some tough defense as it bounces off of Trace Simpkins. It's a turnover, trying to find him on the back cut. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, Southern doing it all with just really good spacing and good, tight man defense, not giving them any room to maneuver.
Here's Chandler, near side Wickline to Breniger, back down Simpkins, and off the mark on the shot. Wahama wanted a foul there on the back down as Long controlled the board. Rickard will curl into the paint. Now spins up and under, kicks behind the three-point line to Young. He'll hand to the sophomore Roush. 3:10 left first quarter. 9-4 Southern. Chandler jarred it loose, and then it was out over the sideline on Cooper. Chandler swarming there defensively. .305 left in the first. 9-4 Southern. They'll shoot a pass over to the near corner. Back up top it goes. Wickline into the hands of Case Nelson. Wickline fakes a pass to Edwards, finds Chandler, knuckleball 3, missed to the rim, but there he is again. Breniger got the rebound, this time with the left hand, finishes, and he's living up to the billing. The White Falcons got to get a body to him.
3 offensive rebounds and 3 putbacks for scores for Breniger this first quarter.
As Simpkins turned it over, Nelson with nearly a perfect pass up the court to Breniger. Reed says, that's on me. That was a perfect trajectory. It hit him in stride, just an uncharacteristic miscue there as it bounces off the back path. 2:25 and ticking first quarter. Cyrus Rickard looking for an angle, defended by Edwards. Now back in the lane down. Baseball passes with the left. A corner triple for Aiden Young is short as Breniger grabs the rebound, pushes the tempo to Chandler. Left-handed layup, got it.
And another timeout by Billy Zuspin. 13-4 run Southern here in the first, under 6 minutes of this one.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back to it on the Wolf. 13-4. Wahama down early with 2:09 left in the first quarter. And 8 points for Reed Breniger. Getting it done as a scorer, that time as a passer, pushing the tempo.
Yeah, Reed, you see the athleticism, and there's a reason why he's one of the top juniors in Southern Ohio in prep basketball. You're seeing the talent here this evening on both ends of the floor for Mr. Breniger.
2 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Cyrus Rickard, defended by Edwards, gives it off to Roush. Roush into the hands of Aiden Young. Wahama trying to find its rhythm. Just one field goal for Rickard, one for Long early on. Here is Simpkins back to the basket as he's smothered by Nelson, has his pass taken as Chandler stolen. Here's Breniger, coast to coast, left hand layup, missed it. Offensive board, a Wickline. He goes to the corner, and Breniger nails it. Reed Breniger feeling it. He's got 11 points. And that time from downtown. Missed the easier one up close, and then the dagger from the corner. 16-4 Southern as Wahama hands Roush. Long chest passes to Cyrus Rickard as Chandler defends. A left-hand dribble drive. Cyrus and one. There we go, the 6'4 junior with a good physical drive, a chance to complete the three-point play. They'll get Chandler for his first personal as the White Falcons will sub in Nash Johnson, a 6'2 junior. Record 68.4% free throw shooter. Oh, knock it down, he's got 5 points. 16-7 Southern. They push the tempo. Case Nelson fires a corner three. It's off. The rebound cleared by Simpkins. He'll lead the break. Here's Trace. Pitches back to Cyrus. Over to Aiden Young. Young will back down, working on a wick line. Over to Simpkins. Simpkins strong on the right-hand runner. And the Tornadoes control. Just 45 seconds left in the quarter. It's to Brenniger. Fakes the three. Steps back. Wisely sets up top as Coach Caldwell calls out instructions. They give it diagonally back to Brenniger. He drives and steps back. It's in and out. Right now, everything he puts up there looks like it's going in. 25 and winding as Wahama has it down by 9. Here's Cyrus Rickard at the free throw line. Miscommunication. He thought Johnson was going to cut. Here's Chandler with 15 seconds left. Finds Case Nelson, wide open three. Misses. Offensive board. Chandler. Baseball passes. Wick line. Straight away, no. As Rickard volleyballs the basketball. It is out over to Southern. Cardinals in there for Wahama. You never fake a cut like that.
Yeah.
As it's into Chandler. Just 1 second left at the buzzer. And it is off at the horn. 11 points early for Reed Brenniger as it's 16-7. Tornadoes lead it through one quarter. We're back after this on the Wolf.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen-Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Hogg & Zuspin, located in Mason, West Virginia and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hogg & Zuspin has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hogg & Zuspin, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
Start of quarter number 2, 16-7 Southern leads. And Wahama needing to find some rhythm. Hopefully they can get some open shots here offensively.
Southern with the rebounding edge in that first quarter, 8-5. And Reed Brenniger, a big part of that on the offensive boards. Wahama without an offensive rebound this evening.
Very telling there through one quarter as Nash Johnson will make it off the window. A good spin, got to the shot, and nails it from 7 or 8 feet. 16-9 Southern. They'll work it to Chandler, steps into a mid-range jump shot, and knocks it down. Found a crease in the zone there, had plenty of room. Chandler with 7. And the two focal points for the Tornadoes, Brenniger and Chandler, with all of their points so far. Johnson will miss from downtown. Here comes Southern. They push the tempo. Chandler kicks, wick line, wing triple, and he nailed it.
Got to watch Jake out on that wing. You give him that open look, he can be a good sharpshooter for this Southern ball club.
21-9 goes the score in favor of the road Tornadoes. Here's Aiden Young at the elbow, lost it. Brenniger stole it. Brenniger with a step in front of Long. He'll lay it home. It looked like he wanted to slam it and then just went for the responsible lay off the glass.
6 turnovers by the White Falcons, 1 for Southern. Big difference maker here early.
Yeah, as Rickard will find Simpkins. Simpkins across the cylinder, lays it home. And against a team this good, just can't afford those types of miscues as they'll go to Brenniger from 15 feet. He misses a corner jump shot. And Rickard will jog it up the court. He goes between the legs, drives right side, looking for some room, up fakes into the chest of Edwards, and he's fouled on the wrist. And Cyrus will shoot. You like him in those one-on-one situations. If you can clear out and let Rickard go to work, you like his chances of getting to the stripe like he did just there.
Rickard, much like Hayden Lloyd was with this ball club that made the trip to the state tournament a couple years ago, that lanky guy that can draw a lot of contact, draw a lot of attention. But in the past, he's been able to drive and penetrate and kick back out and find perimeter looks. That's something Wahama doesn't have tonight.
As Rickard 2 for 2 there, 13 to 23 goes the score in favor of Southern. The Tornadoes push the tempo. They dump it at the block to Brenniger. He finishes, and they go up 25-13, just too easy. Is Aiden Young looking to run the offense, finds Cyrus Rickard. As Rickard works on Edwards and flings it over to Aiden Young. Young scoops it home with the left hand, made it over his man, got it in off the window. As the Tornadoes push the tempo to Landon Smith, who entered the game. Chandler is blocked on the jump shot, did not get it off cleanly. Here comes Wahama, down by 10. Cyrus Rickard, spin move, right hand shot, good. And Coach Jeff Caldwell going to grab a timeout. Some life here for the White Falcons. They trail 25-17 with 5:19 left in the second quarter. You're listening to WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small, with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
French City Homes at 269 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, Ohio, is loaded with beautiful sectional, modular, and single-wide homes. Locally owned and operated since 1969, French City Homes puts the customer first above all. Their experienced team will find a home that fits your needs and budget. French City has gorgeous ready-built homes that will make a perfect space for you and your family. French City Homes in Gallipolis, supporting local high school football coverage.
25-17, Cyrus Rickard with 9 points for Wahama as they trail the Tornadoes by 8. Out of the Jeff Caldwell timeout, Landon will try a right-hand hook shot. It misses as Charlie Long got the board. They push the tempo to Rickard. Rickard cut off by Edwards, tries the jump shot.
Rickard on fire here for this Wahama offense, getting them back into this one after Southern went out to the big lead early.
They find Brenniger in front of Billy Zuspin. They go to Edwards, top key. Smith bounces wick line. They filter it to Chandler. Steps into a deep triple. It misses. Offensive board for Smith. He fell down with it. Zuspin wanted a travel, and a layup on the other side was missed. A foul called on the fight for the rebound. They got Cyrus Rickard for a push. I guess a loose ball foul. Did not have a good angle there.
Yeah, Rickard kind of came in behind, and the Southern player managed to get position underneath of him enough to draw the contact of the foul.
As Smith will exit, Case Nelson comes back in. They'll float it to Brenniger. Brenniger, 17-foot jump shot off the mark. Rebound tipped a fight for it. It went to Lane Edwards, and then Charlie Long will pick it up off the ground. Austin Blackshire into the game now for Wahama. Will draw in on the floor. A foul as he raced up the court. He was bumped by Lane Edwards. It'll be his second person.
That'll send Lane Edwards to the Southern bench. Checking in, Reese Johnson. The substitution for Edwards, who will head to the bench with the fouls.
Rickard inbounds short to Trey Simpkins. He kicks near side wing back to Cyrus. Rickard going to work on Brenniger. Brenniger going to get called for the contact on the floor as Rickard put the shoulder down.
And that's what Billy Zuspin wants to see Wahama do. Take advantage of those opportunities where they can draw those fouls and potentially get Brenniger in some foul trouble late in this one.
Southern going to grab a 30. We'll take it with them. 25-19 Tornadoes over the White Falcons.
Kenton Bass Insurance Agency, located at 607 5th Street in New Haven, West Virginia, offers expert coverage on home, life, retirement, and more. Agents Trent Roush and John Greer will personally assist you with an affordable plan to protect the important things. Call 304-882-2145 for more information. Ken Bass Insurance Agency, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
4:06 left in the second quarter. 25-19. The Southern Tornadoes lead it over the White Falcons. As Cyrus Rickard will chuck it deep back into the backcourt. Aiden Young will run it down. As he's the point guard, Noah Leachman defending. Got by him and missed it off of the square. 3:55 and go in second quarter. They get it to Chandler. He fakes, kicks near side. Leachman puts it on the deck, goes across to the block, and it's finished. First points for Reese Johnson as the Tornadoes get some production off the bench. 3:37 and winding. Cyrus Rickard heads left side. Crosses over. Wahama trailing by 8. He spins at the elbow. Lost it for a second. He'll hand it off to Young. Everything has been hard to come by as far as passing goes for Wahama. Tight defense being applied as Rickard works to the near elbow. A pass controlled by Simpkins goes to the post. Long left hand hook shot good.
Nice ball movement there by Wahama on that last possession.
27-21 as the Tornadoes cling to the lead here in the second quarter. Here's Case Nelson. Brenniger flashes out to the volleyball line and gets it. Back to Chandler it goes. Drives right side. Reed, free ball. No. Offensive rebound. Chandler as it's back to the top of the horn, and Leachman makes the White Falcons pay. Those offensive rebounds have been a killer. 30-21 Southern, 2.5 left in the second quarter as Cyrus Rickard went into the painted area. He was held. Going to draw a foul.
That's Chandler's second, as he reached in to try to get the tie-up on the jump ball, and they get him with the contact. So Brenniger and Chandler both with 2. Excuse me, Brenniger with 1, Chandler with 2.
And they called a foul as Wahama tried to pass it in. Now one against Reese Johnson, 5th team foul, so free throws upcoming for Long. Long with 4 tonight. He's a 51.7% free throw shooter. Around the cylinder and good. (30-22) Southern. Second one's Long. Rickard got his palm to it for a second. It was tipped to Southern. Here comes Chandler pushing the tempo. And a dime there, Andre Chandler setting up Noah Leachman for the layup. 32-22 Tornadoes back up by 10. Roush into the hands of Aiden Young, and the pass intercepted. Brenniger all alone, easy layup. Got the Super Bowl tomorrow. That was a pick six. 34-22, 155 and winding. They'll float to the far short corner. A pass intercepted as the Tornadoes tipped it. Wahama threw the pass down low. 142 and winding. A corner triple is off. Good close out there by Trace to interfere with the Leachman 3 ball.
8 turnovers for Wahama, 2 for the Tornadoes.
Been a game of runs. The Tornadoes led by 13 early. Wahama cut the deficit to 6. It's back out to 12 as it's yo-yoed a couple times around the court. Cyrus Rickard back to the volleyball line. Young back and forth with Roush as Cyrus fakes the 3, then he's cut off out of the trap. Gives it back to Aiden Young. 112 and winding. Brenniger will tip it into the Tornadoes bench. As Roush whips it over to Rickard. Coach Caldwell, winningest coach in program history. As the White Falcons' irresponsible pass tried to throw it up high to Roush. It hit the backboard. As Brenniger kicks it out, Nelson. 50 seconds and winding long with the rejection. Here comes Cooper Roush pushing the tempo and misses with the right hand. And Nelson able to run down the defensive board. 35 and ticking. Here is Andre Chandler inside of the center circle. Looking like he wants to hold for the last shot. If not, wants to choose some clock here. As they sling it to Brenniger. Inside 20 seconds left. 34-22 Southern. 13 seconds. They'll have to get into the action soon. Case Nelson, 7 seconds. Leachman flashes open. Corner 3, no. 2 seconds, offensive board. Chandler mishandled it. And that is where we'll go into halftime. 34-22. Tom Hunter, your thoughts on the first half of play?
Heck of an effort by Wahama to get back into this one after it looked like Southern was going to run away with it after 8 minutes of basketball. Nice job there, particularly by Rickard for the White Falcons getting that offense moving, but then the credit to Southern where they needed to pick up and then get a big run they did there toward the end of the half to extend this back out to a 12-point halftime lead.
34-22 at the break. We'll take it to a quick commercial here on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
New Era Broadband introduces Net Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. Neb Mobile.
That's Neb with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
As the Wahama White Falcons hit the court this season, Bob's Market and Greenhouses would like to wish the entire team, coaches, and fans the very best of luck. From tip-off to the final buzzer, we're cheering for your hard work, teamwork, and school spirit all season long. Stop by Bob's Market and Greenhouses, proudly serving Mason, West Virginia, Gallipolis, and Belpre, Ohio. And remember, whether it's on the court or in the garden, great things grow with dedication. Good luck, Wahama. From all of us at Bob's Market and Greenhouses, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
At Rio, your education is personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you are a part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. There's new energy at Rio, with fresh traditions and opportunities taking shape every day. Discover what's possible at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. Learn more at rio.edu. That's rio.edu.
To upgrade your home with a comfortable new setup, stop by Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Main Street Furniture and Flooring offers a wide selection of premium sofas, recliners, mattresses, and more. And if you're looking to renovate from the ground up, Main Street sells and installs quality carpet and flooring products. Call 740-691-5125 for more information. Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
As the Wahama White Falcons hit the court this season, Bob's Market and Greenhouses would like to wish the entire team, coaches, and fans the very best of luck. From tip-off to the final buzzer,
is committed to our community and all the teams in it. We set the standard in sports medicine, physical therapy, and specialized therapies. Right here, close to home. RiversHealth.org.
Good luck, Wahama. From all of us at Bob's Market and Greenhouses, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
34-22 is the score here at halftime at Gary Clark Court in favor of the Southern Tornadoes as they lead it over your White Falcons. As we'll kick it to Tom Hunter for the scoring big first couple quarters for Reed Brenniger.
Yeah, Reed Brenniger getting it done here early for Southern as we expected him to do tonight. Putting in another outstanding first half performance. 11 points in the opening frame for the Southern Tornadoes, added 6 in the second quarter. The game high 17 right now at the half to pace Southern out to this 34-22 halftime lead. Andre Chandler scoring 7 points in the opening half for the Tornadoes. Noah Leachman added 5 second quarter points. Jake Wickline knocking down a big 3 from the right wing in the second quarter to key one of those Southern runs late. He ended up with 3 points for the half. Reese Johnson contributing 2 off the bench for Southern to round out the scoring. For Wahama, you look at the scoring ledger for the White Falcons. Cy Rickard had an outstanding second quarter of action with 6 points, contributing to the 5 that he had in the opening frame to give him 11 to pace the White Falcons here at the half in scoring. Aiden Young, Nash Johnson, and Trace Simpkins each adding a bucket apiece. Charlie Long with 5 points in the half for Wahama. You take a look at the rebounding advantage. It's a 16-9 advantage on the boards right now at the half for Southern. Southern getting it done on the offensive boards, particularly with a 9-1 advantage on the offensive glass over Wahama. Defensive rebounding wise, pretty even as Wahama picked it up late in the first half, getting some more defensive rebounds, ending with 8 defensive rebounds for the half. Southern's 7. But turnovers, the big difference maker here tonight is Southern with that tenacious defense and some unforced errors on Wahama's part as well, contributing to a high turnover total for the White Falcons in the opening frame, in the opening half rather. 9 total turnovers forced on the White Falcons' hand, just 3 for the Southern Tornadoes.
Yeah, that'll do it. If you think about Just 16 minutes in the first half, 9 turnovers. That's one every minute and a half or so. Got to clean that up as the White Falcons taking on Wirt County in Elizabeth on Monday at 7:30. I'll have the call. You'll be right here for White Falcon girls basketball. Another big rivalry game, Wahama versus Point Pleasant. Always fun to see that one.
Always fun to see that one. This Wahama girls program continuing to improve under Lori Zuspin, and should be an outstanding matchup with the Point Pleasant girls basketball team on Monday night here. Always a good turnout for that rivalry game between Point and Wahama.
So you'll have that stream on the Facebook page. I will be live via radio as Wahama takes on Wirt County. The Southern Tornadoes take on Southeastern.
More than just a job. We make a lasting impact every day. The architecture, engineering, and field services professionals at Thrasher are providing the know-how to make projects successful. Whether you're just starting out or looking to advance, you'll find career paths that align with your goals and a company that's committed to your growth. At Thrasher, it's more than just another day on the job. It's the foundation for a better tomorrow.
New Era Broadband introduces NEP Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down-home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. NEB Mobile.
That's NEB with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
Local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
34-22. Southern leads it over the White Falcons as Trey Simpkins, Charlie Long, Cooper Roush, Aiden Young, and Cyrus Rickard will start for Wahama, draped in the white-on-white uniforms, and Southern in the purple and gold. The hustling Tornadoes come out with Andre Chandler, Case Nelson, Jake Wickline, as well as Lane Edwards and Reed Brediger. Starters for both sides. I feel like this opening stretch of the third quarter, the first 2 or 3 minutes, going to be really important.
Yeah, Wahama needs to tighten things up here, try to get a little bit of a run established here early to set tempo for the second half.
They ran a play for Edwards. He missed a corner three. As Simpkins will jog it up the court, puts it into the hands of Cyrus Rickard. Zone defense here from the Tornadoes. As Breniger's in the center of it, a 2-3. Chandler stole it. Here comes Andre, breaking away, misses. Breniger there for the soft putback, just escorted it back over the top of the cylinder. 36-22 goes the score. Here's Aiden Young, who's slapped on the arms, and a couple different guys trying to get the basketball. That was Chandler's third personal.
And Jeff Caldwell frustrated with that one. The reaction over here on the bench.
These coaches are both pretty fun to watch. As Young will bounce it into Roush. You like the guys that are animated. The arms crossed, sitting down coaches are boring. As Young will just pass it over to Simpkins. Simpkins flings it to the block. Long went up and got it. Finds Young in the corner. 3 balls off the mark. And a foul on the fight for the rebound. It's going to stay in this direction against Southern. That's on Lane Edwards. And his third.
So 2 Tornadoes with 3 fouls in Chandler and Edwards.
And Wahama will work it to Cyrus Rickard. Lane Edwards defending. Shimmies left side into his right hand. He pitches to Trace, gets it right back. Rickard looking for space. Elbow jump shot is not good. That was a solid looking stroke as they race up the floor. Edwards finds Reed Breniger. He's got 2 more.
21 on the night for Breniger. Timeout on the floor, Wahama.
38-22, 6:32 left in the contest. Or in the third quarter, I should say. We're back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
Hog & Zuspin, located in Mason, West Virginia and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hog & Zuspin has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hog & Zuspin, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
News and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Proudly serving Mason, West Virginia, Gallipolis, and Belpre, Ohio. And remember, whether it's on the court or in the garden, great things grow with dedication. Good luck, Wahama. From all of us at Bob's Market and Greenhouses, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
38-22, Southern over Wahama. As we broadcast on 93.1 The Wolf, Cyrus Rickard works it over to Trace Simpkins as the Tornadoes will shift in their zone defense. Cooper Roush tries a near side 3 from the wing. It's off. Work it up the court as Landon Smith comes back in for Southern. Case Nelson has space for a jump shot at short. Do we have a college basketball score check?
We do. Battle of Tobacco Road tonight. The Smith Center, Chapel Hill. Duke on top of Carolina, 68-62, under 3 to play.
Tornadoes off of an empty Wahama trip. They will misfire as Breniger is off on the runner. 38-22, White Falcons by 16. 5:35 to wind in third quarter. Aiden Young shoots it over to Roush. Roush to the elbow with Rickard. Rickard, triple threat position. Bounces one time, gives it off. Roush into the hands of Young. Young with Case Nelson all over him. Drives into the paint. Left-hand scoop shot misses. Long put back and one.
Nice job by Long, being in a great position to get that offensive putback and create the and-one opportunity.
Andre Chandler up to the scores table, comes in alongside Noah Leachman as Simpkins will exit for Wahama. Nash Johnson enters, and Braden Stats will check out Cooper Roush.
And you lose Lane Edwards to the Southern bench with 4 fouls, so foul trouble there for Southern with Edwards' departure.
Long with 8 points tonight. The rebound was slapped by Rickard. It sped up the Southern fast break. Leachman flips it to Breniger. He's got a wide open layup. 40-24, third quarter. 5:02 and winded.
23 for Breniger on the night.
As Aiden Young has it far corner. Goes to Rickard. Rickard in the post. Works back to Aiden. Steps behind the line. 3 balls off. Long rebound. Nash Johnson. As Johnson scoops it over to Stats. Stats tries a 15-footer. It's off with the right. Well, outlet to Chandler. Chandler crosses over. Spin move. As Long looked to have blocked it, but they'll call a foul. And the foul on Charlie had to be on the body as he appeared to get basketball. Here's Long's first personal. Chandler with 7 points all in the first half. I'll knock it down from the stripe. And Southern goes ahead 41-24. Wahama only has 2 points in this third quarter. And he splits the trip. Brenniger fights. 4:34 left, third quarter action. Aiden Young will walk it across the timeline. If Wahama is going to pose a threat, they got to go now. And it's going to be a backcourt violation. Rickard with a miscommunication as far as linking up with Aiden Young. And just went way over midcourt. Billy Zuspin frustrated.
11th turnover of the night for the White Falcons.
A lot of those leading to Tornadoes points. As Brenniger faces up, jabs a couple times, spins, left hand layup, good, and count it. Brenniger in his bag, sized up the matchup, and gave you a little bit of everything. Covered a ton of space with that spin move.
All physical, worked his way, weaved his way through the paint, and then gets a head and shoulder above everybody else, taking it to the rim.
And splashes the free throw, 44-24, 4:10 and winding third quarter. Rickard, right side Young, over to Nash Johnson. Johnson going to work, looking to get to the shot. Smith poked it loose. Here's Chandler, foot race with Stats. And a foul called at the cup.
That's going to be Stats, I believe. Yeah. That'll send Chandler to the line. As Chandler looking at an opportunity here to break into double digits in the scoring column.
First chance I've had to see Southern this year as the free throw is good. Wahama will sub in Austin Blackshire. But by the looks of it, you'd think this is a team that has a good shot at getting to the convo. And it goes 2 for 2. Chandler into double figures with 10. Of course, Meggs made it to a Convocation Center last year. Got a lot of talent in the area. Coach Davis's crew not bad this season. So they've got Carson Davis back. They go into the lane. Cyrus Rickard lost it as he was stripped. And Leachman goes to the hardwood. A jump ball is the call. We see where the arrow goes. It'll stay White Falcon basketball.
Of course, this would be a return trip for Reed Brenniger, as he was part of that Meggs team last year and transferring back home to the home district to Southern to continue his playing career.
Johnson cutting through, and a foul called. Grabbed on the arm by Brenniger. His second personal, 3:33 left. Third quarter, baseline inbound for Rickard as Wahama trails 46-24. Floats it into Johnson, works it up top. Blackshire into the hands of Stats, and Wahama turned it over. It's a Chandler steal out in front. Andre goes to Reedy, up fakes from the wing. Passes to Wickline, thought about it. Here's a wide open Brenniger three, misses. A rebound taken away. Stats down the center of the court. Dishes off. Blackshire steps into the wing, triplet air balls. And a foul called.
Going to get Rickard, I think, over the back here. Yeah, did not have position. Clearly reached over the back to try to get in a position to get the rebound, and Southern taking advantage here, extending that lead.
Second there on Rickard as they set up the offense. Brenniger fakes left, goes right, and did everything but the layup. That's the easiest look he's probably had all night, and just couldn't get it to go. Here's Rickard fading away, jump shot, and missed the rim. Here comes Smith. Outlets Wickline. Wickline, left hand drive to the cup, missed. And a late call. Let's see where they go with it. The right corner of the gym. Not going to believe it. They went offensive foul. As the White Falcons
Jake Wickline
take the charge there.
His first personal of the night.
Got a little bit of everyone here. We've got a very young fan in the corner of the gym, a baby, doing a good job. This is an environment that you need to experience early on in your life. As Johnson works it to Rickard. Rickard up top, Stats. So Cyrus, as Leachman was all over him, they go to Johnson. Corner three, man.
Right there's what they've been needing. They haven't had enough of those open looks tonight. Nash Johnson knocking it down from the corner.
His fourth made three of the season, 46-27, as Southern runs their offense beautifully, and they find Case Nelson on the cut. Leachman's provided good minutes tonight. Corner to Simpkins, takes one bounce. Mid-range jump shot misses. 48-27. As Leachman bounces, Andre Chandler gets it back. They'll work it. Here's Chandler. As Simpkins puts the hands up, slides across from him. Chandler, great stats this season, averages over 5 assists per game, 6 rebounds. Here's a Leachman, open wing threes off. They play volleyball on the fight for the rebound. It stays with Southern as Brenniger did enough. And the space vacated for Andre Chandler, who nailed a three. Everybody just left him.
13 on the night for Chandler.
51-27. Here's Stats. Gives off Rickard. Stats looks around. Goes Charlie Long near side. Long working on Smith, threw a baseball pass across the baseline. Stats dove to keep it in. He was fouled in the process. Chandler can't believe the call.
Get Nelson on this one. His first. Jake Wickline getting ready to check back in off the Tornado bench. He'll set and wait here.
So that gets you into the bonus. Free throws upcoming here for Braden Stats. Stats 50% on the season. A 5'10" junior. Wahama's only scored 5 points here in this third quarter. As Braden will knock it down.
Well, breaks my heart to tell you. Final from the Smith Center in Chapel Hill. Carolina 71, Duke 68.
How about that?
I'm very happy about that.
Down go the Dukies.
I'm a Tar Heel on that rivalry. I'm a Tar Heel rooter.
I'd have to agree with you there. Stats 2 for 2, 51-29, 1 minute left. Southern with a commanding lead. Case Nelson whips it up top. Jake Wickline near side with Brenniger. Whip it to Smith. Smith with Johnson defending. Man-to-man defense there for Wahama. The clock is at 45. Nelson drives right side. Good rotation there. Johnson switching onto the ball as Nelson lost his footing and went out of bounds. And off of Wahama.
You don't see many prep teams accelerate off of the dribble like this Southern group does. They're quick off the dribble. Every single one of them are.
Very explosive. There's a Wickline. We'll go to Chandler. .25 and rolling. Simpkins trying to reach in for the ball as Chandler lost it momentarily, and then the referees bail it out with a call.
Simpkins' first personal.
This is a storied rivalry between these two teams. We've had some close games just in the time we've been here. 80-79 over Wahama and 21-22 as Chandler gets it to drop. 59-55. Wahama got him back in the 22-23 season.
No, Leachman getting ready to check in. He'll check in for Chandler, it looks like, as they hold him at the scorer's table for Chandler's second free throw attempt.
And 1 for 2. 20 seconds left, third quarter. Up to Stats. As Cyrus Rickard gets past Wickline, right hand finish good.
And Reed Breniger, third personal.
First points of the third quarter there by Cyrus Rickard. Averages 18.7 per night. As Leachman sub out Chandler.
Reese Johnson checking back into the ball game as Jake Wickline comes over to the Southern bench.
And Rickard, 68.4% free throw shooter, gets it to go. 10 seconds left, 52-32 Southern. Here's Smith. Gives it off, Case Nelson. 3 seconds, Nelson at the horn, misses it with the left. The put back, good. Will they count it? It's going to count. Reese Johnson. With literally .1 left. 54-32. The Tornadoes up by 22 points. As you're listening to White Falcon basketball on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Point Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information.
We believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Learn more at rio.edu. That's rio.edu.
54-32, Southern leads as we start off the final quarter of play. Southern works to the block. Breniger fades away. He swishes. Smooth jump shot.
It's 28 on the night now for Reed Breniger.
Working on the 30-piece, just a junior. As Wahama with a difficult go offensively there in the third quarter. Simpkins will misfire on the runner. Cyrus Rickard tonight with 14 points as Simpkins pressured there on defense, making it tough for Southern to get up the court, but they call a foul. Maybe some frustration there from the junior as he commits his second personal of the night. And again, he guards the ball. Chandler drives past him with the left, gets to the cup and misses. Here comes Cyrus Rickard. As Chandler jockeys behind him, he'll step and bowl over. A charge taken by Reese Johnson. A pretty straightforward call.
That was a straightforward call as Johnson was firmly set and Rickard dipped just enough. Easy call to make there.
Be sure to stick around afterwards for our French City Homes player of the game.
So 3 personal fouls on Rickard.
As assistant coach Wyatt Zuspin encouraging his squad to get going. Other than that short run from Rickard back in the early part of the second quarter, it just hasn't been your night. As Breniger hesitates, stops and pops from 14. It's off the mark. Stats gets the rebound. Didn't get it to go that time, but it's just tough when you have a guy that can finish inside. He's a good shooter. It's just hard to develop a game plan for him as Rickard is off from 3. Breniger with the rebound. And it was tipped off of a Wahama fingertip out off of a cheerleader's head. Inbound, short corner, Brenniger whips it up top. Leachman deflected by Young. Chandler face up 3 ball. And it's off the mark. As Rickard averages 11 rebounds per game. Leapt up and took it, cut off. Here's Cyrus. Over top of the cup, misses. Chandler up the court, Leachman. And that's got to be a travel. He might have got away with one there, but they'll count it. The NBA finish.
Yeah, that was a Euro step.
For Noah Leachman.
That was a Euro step.
58-32. As Young. So Simpkins, they skip Braden Stats. Back to the basket. Young searching for space. And Cyrus guarded now by Case Nelson. One bounce and a wing 3 from the far side. Air balls for Aiden Young. Brenniger pushes the tempo. The speed of Chandler. He tries a circus shot from behind his head. It doesn't go. And Cyrus absorbs the contact and then kicks it out. A trace straightaway, or wing 3, I should say, misfires. Board taken by Reese Johnson. 5:25 and ticking. As Chandler will decide to slow the tempo. And blows by. Gets an easy 2.
16 on the night for Chandler.
Started at the right side of the lane. A cut diagonally towards the left. And Billy Zuspin, seeing enough, going to grab a timeout with 5:10 left in the action. All Southern up 60-32 here in Mason as you're listening to 93.1 The Wolf.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
At Farmers Bank, when we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We mean to stay for good for the long haul, through the ups and downs and everything in between. But we also mean to stay for good for bringing good things to good people who call this place home. The good of a community well connected, a business well built, a family well loved, a life well lived. Every day and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank, stay for good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
5:10 left, 60-32. All Southern here in Mason, West Virginia. The 2 star players shining on the road. Chandler and Brenniger as the White Falcons inbounded straight to Rickard. He missed a mid-range jump shot. Cyrus recovers, stole it back from Edwards. As the junior cut off up the far side. As a blocking foul going to go against Southern's Caden Hupp.
Only the 4th turnover there by the Southern Tornadoes tonight.
Wow. 5 minutes left in the fourth
Only
quarter.
the 4th turnover. Wahama tonight, 13 turnovers.
And got to value the basketball. As Long will work to the free throw line, drifting to his left. A soft touch there from 15 for Charlie Long. He nails it. 60-34 as Hupp will bounce it back to Andre Chandler. Chandler, one of those guys you feel like you've been watching for 7 or 8 years. Just a starter his entire career. Actually talked about that with Jeff Caldwell. He said he showed signs that first preseason camp and was gradually, during the gauntlet, felt like at a certain point they needed him. And to see him as a upperclassman here, a senior at the height of his ability, it's pretty fun to watch. Case Nelson goes Hupp. They bounce Brenniger. 4:05 and winding. Chandler draws the double. Edwards as it switches hands. Ball movement here from Southern as the White Falcons chasing the man. 3:50 and winding, 4th quarter. Marathon possession. Chandler, left hand pass. Up fake. Brenniger spin move with the right is short. 3:35 and winding. I saw Jeff Caldwell there say we just can't help ourselves. Of course, no shot clock in high school hoops as Wahama finds Trace Simpkins. He knocks it down on the pass from Charlie Long. 3:20 and going. Chandler runs a circle, misses a left-handed layup. As the Tornadoes go to the bench, they'll get Wickline in with 3:10 and ticking. Rickard turns the corner, misses off the side of the backboard, but they call a foul. And Coach Caldwell going to grab a full timeout with 3:08 left. Tonight's game brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses and Mason, Belpre, and Gallup Police. We're back after this.
Bass Insurance Agency, located at 607 5th Street in New Haven, West Virginia, offers expert coverage on home, life, retirement, and more. Agents Trent Roush and John Greer will personally assist you with an affordable plan to protect the important things. Call 304-882-2145 for more information. Ken Bass Insurance Agency, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Everything begins with water.
Certain set run went over it that entire timeout. Had quite the buzzer beater there in Chapel Hill.
Yeah, a wild one tonight in that story. Tobacco Road rivalry, and the Tar Heels getting a big win at home.
As Rickard will take the free throw, knocks it down.
Seth Trimble knocking down a corner three with less than a second left.
That's a vet. As Rickard will bounce the ball and goes 2 for 2. 3:05 and ticking left in the contest.
16 for Rickard on the night.
As they work it to Jake Wickline, defended by Aiden Young. Up goes to Chandler. As Wickline will move off the ball on the backside. 4 out, 1 in. As Brenniger cycles through. 2.5 and winding. Nash Johnson about to come in for the White Falcons. As a Wickline flashed open on the cut. They found him. He'll draw a foul. Wickline heads to the stripe.
Blackshire drawing the contact for the White Falcons. Will send Jake Wickline to the line to try to convert on the free throw opportunities here. Add to his scoring total on the night. Just the 1-3 that he hit from the right wing there midway through the second quarter. Adds to that ledger with the first free throw dropping through the cylinder.
Wickline 6 points per game, 2.3 assists. We got to talk to him during the Bend area preseason show at least once. Plays for Coach Cassidy Wilford there on the football field as he makes both free throws. And in comes Drew Lewis. So check out Wickline. (62-38). Wahama works it to Simpkins on the give and go. It goes back to Rickard. He up fakes across from Brenniger. Foul before the shot, says the far side official.
That'll be 4 on Brenniger. Actually 5, they're saying on the board. I must have missed one of his earlier. So Reed Brenniger fouling out of the contest as he finishes the night tonight with 28 points.
And not a bad day's work. A lot of times it's frustrating or depressing when you foul out. I think you can live with that one. And a foul called as Wahama tried to inbound it. Case Nelson will get whistled for a hold. His second personal. As Rickard goes far corner, Simpkins takes one dribble, makes it a little leaner, drifting towards the basket.
His 4th point of the quarter.
62-40 Southern. Here's Smith. Run down by Case Nelson. Chandler across the court. Lewis. Southern going to improve to 14-2 with the victory today. Chandler goes around the back. Long comes out on the double team. As Chandler got the angle down the baseline and twisted back towards the hole, made it off the glass.
18 for Chandler on the night.
Be sure to stick around for our French City Homes Wahama player of the game. Young off the screen, can't get it to go from downtown. 1 minute, 24 seconds left. Southern calls a timeout to get a couple substitutions into the game. And we'll grab a quick commercial break on 93.1 The Wolf.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen-Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
64-40, all Southern here at Gary Clark Court. Southern makes a couple of substitutions into the contest. Number 14, Cohen Roush. I'll check in number 22, Paxton Hoffman as well. And Wahama for the first time brings in John Jackson, a 5'7" junior. And so trade places with Aiden Young. And it was senior night tonight. Young, and of course, a senior gets a standing ovation as the Tornadoes will set up a straightaway 3-ball. Misfires there for Drew Lewis. Parker does his reason stick. Johnson keeps the pivot. Rainbow jump shot, misses from the mid-range. As Stats with a nice hustle stole it back for a second. Smith tossed it into no man's land, and it barely stays in as Lewis ran it down.
Nice save by Lewis.
And Lewis will get it back. Southern might just dribble it out here as they go to Smith, backing down Stats. They'll get one more basket. Left-handed layup there for Caden Hupp.
News and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Another timeout for another substitution, 66-40.
Looks like Jerry Johnson getting ready to potentially check in here.
And they'll bring in Alex Bierce, another senior. So they've gotten all the seniors in on senior night. 25 seconds Stats. We'll get it to Bierce, and then his hug as the fouls committed quickly. And they'll get him to the free throw line. A chance to get on the score sheet here for Bierce. Free throw does not go.
Jerry Johnson checking into the game for Southern. They've got everybody in now.
A chance to get on the official varsity book. Short on the second one. They'll get him another opportunity. 3-ball, no. Jodan got it. And then Smith will take it away. Wahama trying to get one more possession to get a scoring opportunity for their senior, but And we'll get stopped there as they pretty much wrestle takedown past Paxton Hoffman.
Stats with the foul. Hoffman goes to the line.
Off the back of the rim there, no good. .9 seconds left, so you might be able to get Bierce a look. As that misses, got to hurry up. Stats pushing the tempo, and in and out of his hands. 2.8 seconds left. So you put this one away, you bounce back, you get another shot at Wirt County if you're the White Falcons. Playing that difficult LKC at a tough out-of-state matchup here.
And that's it.
At 66-40, Southern takes it over. Wahama will step away one more time. We come back with your White Falcon French City Homes player of the game.
As the Wahama White Falcons hit the court this season, Bob's Market and Greenhouses would like to wish the entire team, coaches, and fans the very best of luck. From tip-off to the final buzzer, we're cheering for your hard work, teamwork, and school spirit all season long. Stop by Bob's Market and Greenhouses, proudly serving Mason, West Virginia, Gallipolis, and Belpre, Ohio. And remember, whether it's on the court or in the garden, great things grow with dedication. Good luck, Wahama. From all of us at Bob's Market and Greenhouses, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
French City Homes at 269 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, Ohio, is loaded with beautiful sectional, modular, and single-wide homes. Locally owned and operated since 1969, French City Homes puts the customer first above all. Their experienced team will find a home that fits your needs and budget. French City has gorgeous ready-built homes that will make a perfect space for you and your family. French City Homes in Gallipolis, supporting local high school football coverage.
66-40, Southern takes it over the White Falcons, and it's time for your French City Homes Wahama player of the game. And it goes to Cyrus Rickard. Early on, kept the White Falcons in it offensively and just fought hard throughout the game.
Cyrus Rickard with 16 points on the night, finished with 11 points in the first half, adding to his total with another 5 in the second half. Again, 16 points on the night for the junior guard, Cyrus Rickard, the player of the game tonight for the Wahama White Falcons. You take a look at the rest of the scoring here, Michael, and for the White Falcons, a lot of guys getting in the scoring column this evening. On the night, Braden Stats with 2 points, Aiden Young with 2 points. Nash Johnson finishing with 5 points. Trace Simpkins added 4 points in the fourth quarter to finish with 6 on the night. Rickard, of course, with the 16 on the night. And Charlie Long finishing with 9 points on the evening. You look at the scoring ledger for the Southern Tornadoes, another outstanding night by the 1-2 punch of Reed Brenniger and Andre Chandler. Brenniger, the junior, finishing with 28 points before fouling out of the contest with about 2.5 minutes to go in this one. And Andre Chandler finishing with 18 points on the night for Southern. Adding to the scoring totals for the Tornadoes, Jake Wickline finishing with 5 points. Noah Leachman with 7 points. Case Nelson with 2 points. Caden Hupp with 2 points. Reese Johnson with 4 points. And you look at the team totals here this evening. The rebounding advantage, Wahama making up for some missed opportunities on the boards, picking it up in the second half, but still out-rebounded tonight by the Tornadoes. Southern with 33 total rebounds, 21 defensive rebounds, 12 offensive boards. Wahama with 23 defensive rebounds, 6 offensive boards, 29 total turnovers. The big difference in this one tonight, 15 turnovers for the White Falcons to just 4 for Southern. Southern advancing their mark to 14-2 overall on the season. Wahama dropping now to 7-5 overall on the season.
So you go away for 24 hours. You enjoy the best or last football game of the season. We'll see how the game goes. It'll be on WMOV if you want to listen to the Super Bowl. And then Monday, you're right back here.
Yeah, Monday right back here with girls basketball action, Point Pleasant and Wahama. And, of course, coming up Monday night as well. We've got we're coming up. You've got a road contest for the boys as well.
Yeah, White Falcons taking on Wirt County on the road. Wirt won the first matchup. They're a top 10 team, so gonna have to bring it as well. Go ahead and sign off. Big thank you to Tom Zuspin operating the camera and the production, and a shout out to Dave Miller back on the board at the station on Gibbs Street. Thanks to Tom Hunter also for taking some time tonight. Appreciate you.
Always good to spend time with you, Michael, on the radio and on WOWK+.
66-40, Southern takes it. This has been Michael Zuspin. Have a wonderful evening.
News and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.